I'm Natalie Gracehammer-Patrick, Summit Art Space's Director of Artist Resources, and I'm excited to welcome you to the awards announcement for the 22nd Annual Kaleidoscope Exhibition. Presented by the Alliance for Visual Arts, this annual holiday show highlights local artists who are members of Akron Society of Artists, Artists of Rubber City, Cuyahoga Valley Art Center, Women's Art League, and new to the exhibition this year are Medina County Art League and Ohio Collage Society. Juried by Meg Stanton, Kaleidoscope is currently on view through December 14th in the Betty and Howard Taylor Main Gallery and virtually at summitartspace.org. Did you know most of the artwork in the exhibition is for sale? Support local artists and add a unique artwork to your collection by purchasing artwork from Summit Art Space. You can find artwork prices online at the virtual exhibition and in person with our exhibition booklet. Contact me by email at natalie@summitartspace.org if you are interested and would like to learn more. Now we will hear from Deanna Klukas, Exhibition Chair of the Alliance for Visual Arts.
Thank you, Natalie. It's been a privilege to work with you during the planning of this show, along with the entire staff of Summit Art Space. As one of the original founders of the Alliance for the Visual Arts in 2001, Betty Taylor's dream was to have a holiday art show every year. And we've made her dream come true for the last 22 years. We've even named this gallery after her and her husband, Howard. Since 2003, hundreds of regional visual artists representing AVA have considered their entries in the most competitive art exhibit to end the year at Summit Art Space. Although many have competed, not all entries are juried into the show, where the quality of work is at its height and the gallery space is at a premium. As the AVA chair for the Kaleidoscope exhibition since 2016, it's my job, along with my committee members, Arthur Croyle, Gail Tabor, Karen Warner, and our treasurer, Laurel Winters, to make sure all eligible members of the four organizations are informed of this prestigious holiday show in a timely manner in which to create their masterpieces they will enter into the show. As Natalie mentioned, the Medina County Art League and the Ohio Collage Society members were invited to join AVA after the initial call was made. With an additional 153 members, we now have a total of 768 eligible members of AVA. Of those 768 members, 71 artists entered 130 artworks. Our juror chose 54 works from 40 of those artists which grace the walls of this beautiful gallery. Next year, we're hoping to have even more entries. So artists, get started now for next September's deadline. People's Choice ballots are offered to in-person visitors, so you can choose your own winner. Last year's winner, Jim Jones' Lucia, graces all of our year's advertising. In addition, he won the coveted handmade kaleidoscope by Arkansas artists Nancy Kucheski and Jean Schilling, represented by Don Drum Studios of Akron. Who will win this year? We'll find out the end of the day on December 14th. This year's kaleidoscope is made by glass artist David Bourdin of Classic Glass in Bay Village, Ohio. Awards of first, second, and third, and 4 honorable mentions have been chosen by our juror, Meg Stanton. After starting her art career at Old Trail School and continuing with a BA from Smith College, MA from Johns Hopkins University, and experience her years of living in London, she returned to Akron to become director of the Evelyn Schaefer Gallery. She bought the gallery in 1994, acting as managing director, and then changing the name to Harris Stanton Gallery in 1998. In 2014, she opened a second location in downtown Cleveland. She closed her galleries in 2019 and 22. However, she continues to work as a freelance consultant and curator. Meg has worked with Summa Health on various art projects since 2006 and was named their curator in 2018, responsible for their healing arts collection in the Gary and Pamela Williams Tower, opened in May 2019, and the Juvie Family Behavioral Health Pavilion opened in February 2023. The collection was nominated for an award by the Americans for the Arts in 2019. Her commitment and passion for the arts is also evident through the active participation in the nonprofit sector, including serving as a member of the Akron Art Museum Board of Trustees and her appointment to their Accessions Committee, the board and advisory board of the Cleveland Institute of Art, and the boards of Cleveland Arts Prize, where she was just made an emeritus trustee, and the Ohio Ballet. She's also a member of the Print Club of the Cleveland Museum of Art. And now, for those awards, I welcome our prestigious juror, Meg Stanton.
Thank you, Deanna, for that lovely introduction. I was honored to have been asked to jury the Kaleidoscope exhibition, which I've enjoyed seeing over the years. There were over 130 entries, which I had to whittle down to between 50 and 60, which was very difficult. And selecting the prize winners was even harder. I was so impressed by the breadth of talent in our region. So many different media were entered, and I wanted to incorporate as many as possible into the exhibition to honor its title. One definition of a kaleidoscope, which I kept in mind when selecting the works, is the observation of beautiful forms. I have a very eclectic eye, so you will see many different styles of art that appeal to me on several levels, including mastery of technique, craftsmanship, the significance of the message conveyed, and overall visual impact. It's a difficult job being a juror, knowing that you have to eliminate many of the entries, thereby disappointing artists who have been brave enough to enter. It's also difficult to judge a show strictly through digital photographs, so I made a point of waiting until I could see the works in person before making a final determination of the prize winners. I hope you enjoy the show. My choice for the third place prize winner is Sharon Magi's Frida the Amazing Cattle Dog. I was totally charmed by the intensity of the glare of this dog, who is probably very good at what he does because he is so focused. He is so alive in this piece. I thought she did a very masterful job in the watercolor medium. I also love the way she softened the background in order to draw your eye right to the dog's intense face. I selected Judy Takas's piece entitled Three Fates Cut Ties from her Goddess project as the second prize winner. I was really impressed not only with the mastery of her technique, but also the importance of the message that she is conveying. She is known for her strong political paintings, of which this is a proud member. And I love the way that she's incorporated the round canvas as kind of an antique reference to the story behind this piece. I felt compelled to award Tom Baldwin's The Cornshellers with the #1 prize. This was a multi-year project for Tom, as is very evident in the complexity of the sculpture and the intricacy of the carving. I literally had to touch to ensure that it was entirely carved of wood, which it is.
Thank you for joining our awards celebration, and thank you to our sponsors who help make exhibitions and artist programs like this possible at Summit Art Space. They include John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, PEGS Foundation, Summit County, Ohio Arts Council, GAR Foundation, and Akron Community Foundation. I'd also like to thank the many contributing members of Summit Art Space who support our mission to connect local artists to the resources they need to thrive. We encourage you to learn more about our exhibitions and events, resident artists, and how you can make a contribution to support our mission at summitartspace.org.